starts right now.
Well, new at noon, a woman wanted for the murder of a Sonic restaurant manager is now on Texas's 10 most wanted fugitive list. And there's up to a $10,000 reward for the offer for information leading up to her arrest. Texas Crime Stoppers and Crime Stoppers of San Antonio are each offering up to $5,000 for useful information. San Antonio police investigators believe that Adia Namir Robertson is in Austin. Now, police believe that Robertson is responsible for the shooting death of Daniel Shrewsbury back on July 7th. He was the manager at the Sonic on Babcock and Eckert Road. Police already arrested one person in connection with that case. He is charged with murder. Now, detectives say he was the driver of the car that Namir was riding in the night of the shooting. If you know something that can help officers solve this case, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number on your screen, 1-800-252-TIPS. Well, this noon, police are still looking for this child, 6-year-old Cameron Parrish. He disappeared yesterday morning on Brave Run West. That is next to Ingram Elementary School in the town of Ingram. That's also west of Kerrville. The Ingram Police Department is also looking for 32-year-old Talea Graham, who is the suspect in the child's abduction. Well, she was driving a silver 2014 Nissan Versa with the Texas license plates TLS5425. If you have any information about these two, you are asked to call the Ingram Police Department, and that number is on your screen. Let's look out there with live cam. Yes, we are in the middle of September, Friday the 13th, if you will, but still warming up like a summer day.
Incredibly hot. It's not fair. You know, it is mid-September. You make a very good point, Steph. And it's going to be near record heat today. Temperatures right now are in the mid-80s. We're going to make our way up into the 90s. Probably upper 90s by the time we get into the afternoon. So let's first start with the current temperatures. We're at 86 here in San Antonio, 87 in Converse. We've already made it up to 90 in Floresville, 89 in Gonzales. But you got to factor in humidity, and it's actually pretty thick this afternoon. We saw some of those morning clouds, an indication that the moisture is coming back in. This is what it feels like. Already feels like 97 here in town, 97 in Converse, 97 in Stetson, 97 in Poteet. So already rough out there. And we've got Friday night football games. We got a lot going on tonight. It's going to be hot. So by 4 o'clock, yes, 97 is where we'll end up. I think the heat index could go as high as 103. By 7 o'clock, we're at 95. By 10 p.m., we're at 85, mostly clear skies. So Friday the 13th, kind of a unlucky forecast, if you will. We've got more heat on the way tomorrow, too. The weekend looks pretty hot. Some very, very small rain chances head our way by Sunday and Monday. We'll talk more about that in your complete forecast and look ahead and maybe some relief down the line. That's coming up in just a couple minutes. Steph?
Thank you, Justin. Well, we have a home is destroyed and firefighters recovering after flames broke out at a home last night. This happened in the 2800 block of Whisper Path. That is not far from Lock Hill, Selma and Wurzbach Road. That's on the city's north side. So when crews got there, they say the flames were coming out of the home's roof. Nobody was in the house at the time. One firefighter did have to go to the hospital. San Antonio Fire Department reporting that they had minor neck pain after they were accidentally hit by the water stream coming from a ladder truck. Still no word on what caused this fire. Well, we have a reminder about a traffic alert. Once again, there was a closure on the northeast side. That's coming up tonight as part of the I-35 Northeast Expansion Project. Well, TxDOT says that Loop 410's westbound main lanes at Perrin-Bottle Road will be closed tonight. The main closures will be closed starting at 8 tonight, and they'll reopen tomorrow morning at 6. So how do you get around all that? Well, let's tell you how. If you're on 410, you can take the 25B exit. That's the Perrin-Bottle exit, and that gets you onto Loop 410's frontage road. Then you can drive through the Perrin-Bottle intersection, and you can use the next entrance route to get back onto Loop 410. So just a reminder, we have all this information also on our website at KSAT.com. Well, check it out. A new national museum is coming to San Antonio honoring Mexican-American civil rights. Mexican-American Civil Rights Institute, known as MACRI, announcing this just an hour ago, calling it a significant milestone in creating the nation's first Mexican-American Rights Museum. The museum will be a national destination to learn about the nearly 200 years of Mexican-American civil rights history. with the site being accessible to local families, children, and tourists. The location of the museum is still being decided between 5 different sites that run from the west side to downtown San Antonio. So coming up at 5 p.m., hear from local leaders about what this means for our city and a look at some of those plans for the museum. Hispanic Heritage Month officially begins this weekend, and there's plenty of ways to mark the occasion. First, there's the Grito cultural ceremony, features music and folklorico dancers, food and craft vendors. That all starts at 6 and ends at 9:30. That's tonight at Market Square. Well, then on Sunday, we have a free folklorico dance show at La Villita on that Arneson River Theater there. That's at 11 on Sunday morning. So there's a Fiesta Patria celebration at Traders Village. That's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Viva 16 at Pearl Park. That is from 5 to 9 Sunday evening. So the celebration honors Mexico's Independence Day from Spain. There will be performances and a grito contest and activities for the kiddos. And of course, there's a lot more than that. The Bexar County Czech Heritage Society is hosting the Czech-Slovak Harvest Festival. That's happening tomorrow at the Garden Ridge Community Center, plus a free movie screening at the Tower of Americas. There's a lot going on over the next couple of days, so head over to KSAT.com to get all the details and plan out your weekend. We also have the ticket information as well. We are already getting excited for rodeo season, especially now that more performers were announced. We're going to have a look at the latest list this noon. And get ready for those Friday night lights. A lot of high school football action just hours away. We are previewing our game of the week. John Jay and South San coming up in sports. 1 in 6 Americans will get food poisoning this year. And every week, our Metro Health visits dozens of restaurants to make sure they are keeping food safe. So in honor of National Food Safety Education Month, they invited our Daniela Ibarra and photojournalist Luis Cienfuegos along as they head behind the kitchen door for an inspection.
We're taking you behind the kitchen door at Papuli's off Huebner, and right now I'm joined by Metro Health Inspector Rosa Barkar. She's actually going to show us how inspections are done. So let's head inside and show me how it's done.
Hi, I'm your health inspector. I'm just here to do my routine inspection. If we need to fix anything in the kitchen, I'll let you know.
After a quick hand wash,
Water's nice and hot, so that's a good sign. Is that date correct? Is it accurate? So at the end of today, this will be discarded? Yes. Okay.
Rose gets to work.
And then once you open a bag like this, right?
Yeah, that needs to be
we need to
stored
put in a airtight container.
She points out any infraction to the restaurant's owner, Nick Anthony.
So any food preparation, whether or not we're just cutting right, we do need some sort of hair restraint, whether that's a hat or a hairnet. So we do need to get that one for her.
May I see hairnet?
Temperature is perfect. It's at 32 degrees. It's well above 41. What time do you guys usually start cooking these meats? Now? Okay. You guys have your thermometers for this section for all the hot foods. Perfect, thank you. Your dates look perfect. Nothing over 7 days, so that's great. Everything has their own name, so thank you for doing that. Might want to go ahead and turn up the heat on this one. Okay?
Will do.
She's not just worried about the food.
How long do you leave it in?
So you usually immerse it in that one section for about 10 seconds. Anything that's above 400, that means there's too much sanitizer. It's too concentrated, right? So we want to add a little bit of water to that. These actually do have expiration dates on them. So this actually expired September 1st of 2020. So we're a little behind on that, right?
Oh my gosh.
So do we have any
didn't
new
know
ones?
that.
Okay. And we just want to get some sort of cleaning done down there towards the end of the day. All of our chemical bottles, they're all labeled, so
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
good. Thank you.
And if you're curious, Papuli's earned a 91 on its inspection. For Behind the Kitchen Door, I'm Daniela Ibarra.
Okay, 91, not bad, but Nick Anthony says he has replaced a refrigerator part and is working to bring that score back up to 100. Let's look out there with live cam again. Yeah, just warming up to 86 degrees, a really pretty afternoon, but we keep talking about Friday Night Lights, what it's going to be like for the players, the fans, the parents.
Well, yeah, by this time of year, right, everyone's kind of prepared for some cooler weather for Friday Night Football, but that is not the case. We are still very much within summer, and it feels like it out there. We're going to talk about just how hot it gets this afternoon coming up. In the meantime, pollen count is in, and it's good news here. Molds, ragweed, and fall elm are all low. Those numbers continue to drop. The aquifer also not doing so great because of the current situation. It's down 0.2 foot to 632 even. Hot temperatures on the way. We look at the weekend forecast and beyond. Coming up.
Well, San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo announced more artists who will perform when the rodeo returns next February. So the list includes Scotty McCreery, Tyler Hubbard, and Sammy Hagar. So if any of these artists catch your interest, tickets are available now on the rodeo's website. So we have a link on our website, KSAT.com. The rodeo reminder starts on February 6, 2025, and will finish February 23rd, 2025. All happening at the Frostbank Center and Freeman Coliseum Fairgrounds. And I mean, we're thinking about rodeo now. I guess we can think about the nice, cool temperatures that time of year, right?
Keep it in the back of your mind.
Yeah, it's
hey,
cool.
wait, Van Halen, were you a bigger fan of Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth? Which version of Van Halen?
I like this showman, the David Lee Roth,
Yeah.
the crazy guy. Yeah, I thought
Sammy
he was
Hagar,
cool.
good in his own right.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course,
it'll be exciting to see him at the rodeo. And you're right. I'm thinking cool thoughts because this weather it's kind of unfair to be in September and deal with this weather. So let's look at a nice picture to start on our KSAT Connect. And this was this morning's cloud cover. You can see the low clouds that were coming in. It was nice. We had temperatures in the low 70s. It actually felt pretty good. The unfortunate part is these clouds went away pretty quickly. But we appreciate that. Is a beautiful shot coming out of New Braunfels this morning, crossing the bridge there. Okay, let's look at the visible satellite picture. And those morning clouds have definitely burnt off. We had some high clouds, some very thin high clouds come through. Those two are kind of really thinning out. So the more sun we see, the worse it's going to get this afternoon. And I do think we'll easily make the upper 90s. Those high clouds coming from some tropical moisture down to our south and west, that's Tropical Storm Ileana. We also have what's left of Florence here, just Francine, spinning here over parts of Arkansas, bringing some heavy rain there. That's going to kind of stall out. So the east coast is going to get a lot of rain in the coming days as it kind of meanders around there. But as far as Ileana is concerned, starting to make landfall here. So it's affecting Cabo. Cabo's right there. And you got the west coast of Mexico bringing some pretty heavy rain as it does. Now, my hope was that this would bring us some good moisture into South Texas. It's not looking that way. It will throw some clouds in our direction, but you look at the computer models and they're just not too hopeful on any sort of rain other than maybe a few light showers late on Sunday and maybe a few more on Monday. But we're really kind of underneath the influence of a ridge of high pressure. You see that kind of bump in the upper flow here. And that generally means hot, dry weather. And I think that really will take hold. Meantime, as I said, on the East Coast, they've got unsettled weather. You go out west, big area, low pressure out there, and there will be some unsettled weather for the Pacific Northwest. Outside, at the moment, it looks mostly sunny, 86. We're almost up to 90 now in New Braunfels. 87 Converse, 82 Bernie, 83 Kerrville. Those are places that started off in the 60s this morning. And we've got a south-southeasterly wind, which is ushering in some Gulf moisture, making it feel that much worse. 97 right now is what it feels like here in San Antonio, 96 in New Braunfels, 97 in Seguin. And I think when it's all said and done, you're going to see heat indices 100 plus this afternoon. This particular model wants to take heat indices all the way up to 104. I don't know if it's quite that bad, but anything above 100 is rough. And yes, we have Friday Night Football tonight. We have evening plans. You're going to be out and about. This is the kind of heat that will sneak up on you, so be careful. 103, the peak heat index out there in Seguin, and same for Gonzales. We don't want to forget about those folks. I picked one of the games tonight. Look, there's a lot going on, but this is MacArthur and Veterans Memorial. That's taking place at Rutledge Stadium, 7 o'clock. All the football games will see temperatures in the mid-90s when they get underway. Heat index will still probably be 100 on the field. It's going to feel even worse, even in the stands. It's not so fun. By 8 o'clock, we're down to 92. Even at 9 p.m., we're still in the upper 80s, but mostly clear skies. And as we look at the extended forecast, we go a degree warmer tomorrow, 98. 96 on Sunday. There is a 10% chance of a shower or two, and then a 10% chance on Monday. Otherwise, we stay in the mid-90s with partly cloudy skies through much of next week. We're getting closer to the official start of fall, but someone forgot to tell Mother Nature because She's got the oven on right now.
Goodness. Well, hopefully she'll get the memo soon.
Hopefully.
Thank you, Justin. Well, race day is just around the corner, and we cannot wait for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. So that's happening again Saturday, September 28th at Providence Catholic High School. So you can register right now online. That QR code on the screen will take you right to the page, and proceeds from the Head for the Cure will go to brain cancer research. So for more information, you can just visit ksatcommunity.com. The San Antonio Missions are one step closer to getting a new home. So yesterday, City Council voted in favor of a downtown baseball stadium project. It would cost around $160 million, and it would be built along San Pedro Creek. Now, the plan relies heavily on private redevelopment of the surrounding area to help pay off the stadium's construction costs with new tax revenue. That development would force out residents of the soap factory apartments in the waves over the next 5 years. So in order to help, the developer and complex owner, Weston Urban, is offering a $2,500 relocation package for the people who would be forced out first. The city is also chipping in for that. However, residents don't like how the process has unfolded.
We really just came to ask for more time because, like we said earlier today, we learned about the plan of what was going to happen with us literally last night. So we didn't even have time to process it. So today we wanted to ask for more time. Give us more time to know more, and then give yourselves more time to know more about what's going to happen with us. And that was really our goal for today.
Motion.
Well, supporters of the project say it will revitalize a largely bland area of downtown. The deal still needs county approval as well. It's game day for high school all around the city, and tonight, for the first time ever, John Jay and South San are set to collide on the gridiron to open their respective District 14-5A D1 schedules. Now, both teams went undefeated in non-district action, and also, side note, both teams are blue, so expectations are high. That's especially true for John Jay. So last season, the Mustangs pieced together their deepest playoff run in school history. Several of the players on that team have since graduated. However, John Jay has shown that they are capable of repeated success after outscoring opponents 101-21 through the first 2 weeks.
That shutout really helped us on defense, and we're just going to keep pounding it in. It's just giving us some good leeway going in and some good momentum. You know, we're just really picking up our momentum going into the district play, which we really wanted.
I mean, it's very pointed to our team 2-0. It's a big deal. A lot of motivation heading on to this week.
We're both going in for the same goal. You know, it's going to be an intense atmosphere, and we're just going to be dogs and see who comes out.
Well, no matter the confidence, though, there is something to be said about a home team advantage, and the South San Bobcats anticipate a packed house for their home district opener.
This past Friday was crazy. You know, it was an electric crowd, you know, and we broke a record with attendance, at least ticket sales, you know, since I've been here. So I think it's going to be the same way.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be lit. We're going to have fun. We're going to do our thing. We're going to lock in mentally and physically and, you know, all that stuff.
It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. I can't wait.
I know everyone else wants it, but we all want to be undefeated. You know, we're trying to get that golden ball, like we know what everyone else wants.
Well, I went to John Jay, but good luck to both teams. It should be an exciting one to watch. South San and John Jay kick off at 7:30 tonight. We're going to have those highlights and post-game coverage on the Night Beat. And of course, this isn't the only game happening tonight. There are more than 40 games all around the community. That includes our Week 3 BGC road trip, and that'll feature Eagle Pass win at Southwest Legacy, Jefferson at Somerset, and George West at Poteet. So it is a lot to keep up with, but our sports team is on top of it. We have the full list of games and start times on our website right now. So there you'll also find the scores from last night's games, and our team will update this page with tonight's scores as well. And if you're on the go, be sure to download the BGC app. I'll keep you up to date on all the latest high school football news. TV's brightest stars are going head-to-head this weekend, vying for trophies at this year's Emmys. What shows are nominated this year? And the company behind some popular AI technology says the latest version of its product is getting smarter. Why ChatGPT, a newer version, can reason and think much like a person. Happy Friday, guys. Looking out there with live cam. It's a pretty afternoon, 86 degrees. Just bracing for the humidity later on for the games all across town.
Heat and humidity. Bad combination. And so is, a crash in traffic. This morning, we told you about a crash on 35 near San Pedro. Well, now they're working on this again. It was a multiple car pileup, and I want to show you the TransGuide shot here. Undoubtedly, there must have been something compromised on the road, or they need to pick up a little more debris because they're out there right now again working on it. So it's causing some backups once again downtown. That crash was there, by the way, for 2 hours this morning. So it was kind of a nightmare getting into downtown, but it looks like they're working on it pretty quickly, and it looks like they will get that cleaned up. But we just wanted to let you know about that. That's been a problem for some time now. Forecast for today, 97 is where we end up. The record, if you were curious, is 100. We're within range. I don't know if we'll quite get there, but that was set back in 2011. So it goes to show you it can still get hot this time of year, and it certainly is going to feel that way this weekend. 98 Saturday, heat index will be 100 plus, 96 on Sunday. There's a very small chance of rain, but all in all, it's going to be the heat that is the big story. And really quickly, this morning, I asked this trivia question, and I'm going to show the answer here coming up in just a few minutes. And I'm going to let Stephanie take a guess, too, because I don't think she saw this question. But the historic Alamo Stadium, a.k.a. the Rock Pile, was built in what year? Was it 1920, 1930, 1940, or 1950? If you weren't watching this morning, think about it. And again, we'll give you the answer coming up here in just a couple minutes. Steph.
All right, I'll think about it. Thank you, Justin. Well, the gunman that opened fire at an El Paso Walmart faced a judge this week, and it was the first time he was in court since 2019. During yesterday's hearing, Patrick Crucia's defense attorney, Joe Spencer, claimed that the DA's office has intentionally withheld evidence that could help his client. Spencer also says the DA's office made jailhouse recordings of phone calls between Crucius and his attorneys.
That's a violation of the attorney-client relationship. They're asking for logs of our visitation. They specifically made that request. They have to stop doing that. They cannot do that.
Well, the judge instructed the DA's office to return to his courtroom next month to respond to the allegations. Well, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says Mpox vaccine boosters aren't needed in the U.S. This comes as some questions decreasing immunity. The CDC says the overall risk of Mpox to the U.S. is still low. And the National Association of County and City Health Officials say that local health departments in the U.S. have not seen high numbers of Mpox cases this year. The CDC recommends getting vaccinated if you have been exposed to the virus. A new non-peer-reviewed study suggests that immunity can wane within a year of vaccination. Because of that, there are questions around whether some people might need booster doses to maintain protective immunity. Yet another advancement when it comes to artificial intelligence. OpenAI has unveiled a new AI model it says can reason and solve harder problems in science, coding, and math better than its predecessors. So the ChatGPT maker says it can reason and think much like a person. It was released yesterday as a preview, with the firm saying it expects regular updates and improvements and will gradually become available to most ChatGPT users. The company says in tests that the model performs similar to PhD students in physics, chemistry, and biology. The company says the new model doesn't yet have many of the useful features of ChatGPT, like browsing the web for information and uploading files and images. President Biden is signaling new openness in allowing Ukraine to fire missiles provided by the West on targets deep inside Russia. Biden plans to discuss the matter with new British Prime Minister Keir Starmer at the White House today. Ahead of the meeting, U.S. officials said Biden is not expected to immediately sign off on allowing U.S.-provided Army tactical missile systems to be launched on targets inside Russia, far from the Ukrainian border. Potential targets would be airfields, missile launchers, fuel tanks, and ammunition depots. President Vladimir Putin says if Western nations allow Ukraine to use their long-range weapons on Russia, it will mean that NATO countries are at war with Russia. A big wrestling event coming to town. Details coming up. And some popular shows are racking up the nods this Emmy season. Who could walk away with trophies? That's coming up after the break. Well, now to TV's biggest night. We are counting down to the primetime Emmy Awards this Sunday. ABC's Chris Connolly with a look at which of your favorite shows are up for awards.
If Emmy voters like your show, they really, really like your show. And that could mean a big Sunday night for the most nominated series of all, The Bear.
Opening a restaurant. Gotta go hard every day.
And Shogun.
War is coming.
Which both thrived at last weekend's Creative Arts Emmys. The Bear has the edge in comedy series, and en route to playing Bruce Springsteen in an upcoming film, star Jeremy Allen White figures to be the boss in Best Actor.
I'm trying to start from a place of positivity.
If he can overcome the unsentimental, sentimental favorite Larry David for the final season of his Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Last Emmy's winner in Supporting Actress, Iowa Debris, up in Best Actress now.
Tia, I want you to help me set plates, please. Yes, chef.
But she's facing the category's last two winners, Jean Smart of Hacks.
I'm a big fan.
Of my comedy?
Of your everything.
Oh.
And Quinta Brunson of Abbott Elementary.
I'm just so happy to be back.
And while Eben Moss-Bachrach seems assured of an I Wear Suits Now repeat win in Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress is an absolute six-alarm fire. I mean, Carol Burnett and Meryl Streep, Janelle James and Hannah Einbinder, Liza Colon-Zayas and Sheryl Ralph? Stop it! In drama, what can succeed Succession? With that series wrapped,
He wanted this to go on.
it's all systems go for Shogun, the prestige FX drama that took home everything but the floral centerpieces last weekend.
The team from Shogun.
14 Creative Arts Emmys? Wow, it's a sign of a super Sunday ahead. And that could mean Best Drama? Yes. Best Actor for Japan's legendary Hiroyuki Sanada? Yes. Best Actress for Anna Sawai? Yes. Even over the Crown's Imelda Staunton and the morning show's anchor twosome of Aniston and Witherspoon Incorporated.
We should finish what we started.
It's no less elite in limited series. Ripley's Andrew Scott, who missed out on an Oscar nomination by an eyelash this year, might get a Best Actor Emmy instead. But look out for the hot-button hit Baby Reindeer.
Martha, please let go.
Don't you dare!
So many possibilities awaiting the opening of the envelopes on Sunday.
A lot of competition. It might be a good weekend to sit and watch this award show as well as all the football games because of the heat.
Binge.
Binge all of them.
Binge all the shows, all the football, if you have time. Yeah, it is going to be hot. There's going to be some big-time temperatures this weekend, upper 90s for most of us. So far today, we're at 86. The record is 100. That was set back in 1912, also in 2011. The record low is 55. That was set back in 1892, but it can get that cool. We're just not seeing temperatures like that right now. We are well above average, and it stays that way. Another look at that 7-day forecast is coming up.
Happy Friday, even though it's hot outside. That's okay.
It's Friday the 13th, too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Keep forgetting.
It is, but we're not superstitious, are we?
No.
Some of us are. Some of us are. I got a question for you, okay? Trivia question. I asked this on Good Morning San Antonio this morning, and the viewers got it right.
Oh, they did. Oh,
They
goodness.
did.
No
so I want to
pressure.
see if you can get this stuff. So the historic Alamo Stadium, which will be playing a game tonight there, a.k.a. the Rock Pile, was built in what year? Was it 1920, 1930, 1940, or 1950?
I should have done some research while we were in commercial break, but I did not. I want to guess 30 or 40. Ooh, 30?
Oh, you're so close.
1940. It was 40. Okay, I did say 30 or 40.
Man, you want to talk about a storied history, though. It's the third largest stadium in Texas. 24,000 people attended the first game there on September 20th, 1940. Corpus Christi beat Jefferson, and Brackenridge beat Houston Reagan in that very first game as doubleheader. But it's also hosted college games and semi-pro games. I mean, there's a lot that has happened there at Alamo Stadium, and it's on the National Historic Register, if you didn't know that. So anyway, pretty interesting. In honor of high school football tonight, we did a little trivia there for you. Tropical weather outlook. We do have a new tropical storm out in the Atlantic. That is Gordon, newly formed. But you know what? I don't think we have to worry about Gordon at all. It's going to kind of drift around out there in the Atlantic. Shouldn't affect any land. There's a very small area the Hurricane Center is watching down here near the islands, 20% chance, although this is really, really small. So I don't know that we have to worry about that too much either. This area here is to account for Francine interacting with a storm system. It may spin up out in the Atlantic. It would be brief. but the Carolinas could get some heavy rain if something were to develop there. And finally, we have Ileana out in the Pacific. This is one that we are watching. I don't know why Gordon and Ileana, I don't know why the names are doing that. But anyway, Ileana is going to bring us a bit of cloud cover, as we've been talking about as we head into the weekend. So now that we've got Gordon off the list, the next name in the Atlantic would be Helene, followed by Isaac and Joyce. We're past the peak of hurricane season, just barely. It's still active. But I will tell you, this season has not been as active as predicted. There's a few reasons for that we won't get into right now because it would take some time to explain all of it. But I think the forecast was a little too much, and that's good. We still have some time left, and we may see some more develop. But next on the list, as I said, would be Helene. Let's go outside for you. We've got partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies. 86 right now in San Antonio, 89 in New Braunfels, 87 in Converse, 86 in Bernie, 86 in Kerrville, and south to southwesterly winds anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. And so that is continuing to bring in some humidity. It makes it feel hotter than the actual number. Look at these dew points, low 70s. That's not fun. That air is pretty thick, and everyone in our viewing area right now is dealing with basically dew points in the 70s, which is tropical air. And that's going to contribute to those heat index values, which are already in the upper 90s and rising, 98. The current feels like number in Converse. Our friends in New Braunfels and Seguin, you're right at that 100-degree mark. Nixon feels like 102. Gonzales, 98. And yes, it's only going to get worse. 95 at 2 o'clock. 97 is where we end up. That feels like number anywhere from 100 to 101 here in San Antonio. Even at 6 o'clock, we're still at 96. Probably takes until 9 o'clock for us to drop below 90 degrees and still in the 80s even around 10 o'clock. So what about the dew point trend? Are we going to see things dry out a little bit? No, not really. Dew points drop off a little bit tomorrow, which is when heat index values won't be as bad. But generally, we're going to stay right on that muggy line, if not a little bit above, all the way into next week. It's going to take a front to get through here to wash out some of that humidity, and that is just not in the cards, at least not yet. 98 tomorrow, 96 on Sunday, 10% chance. And as we get into next week, temperatures in the mid-90s, staying hot all the way through the extended forecast with not much in the way of rain, Steph.
All right, well, we'll brace for that. Thank you, Justin. Well, the world premiere of a new bilingual adaptation of the musical The Fantastics called The Fantasticos is opening at the Classic Theater. KSAT 12 producer Andrew Wilson takes us backstage.
This production is actually a world premiere of the dual language version, so it's in both Spanish and English. So the characters will be able to speak to audience members that speak both English and Spanish.
I think it is important for San Antonio to have a bilingual production with local actors as well. We also have the cultural element in the show. The costumes and some other elements were inspired by the Loteria. And so you'll see some of those vibrant colors on stage and in the design of the show. So we're honoring the cultura mexicana in this particular show.
This show is about how true connections and true love is made through struggle and perseverance. This show in particular was inspired by Texas and a lot of Hispanic cultural elements, and you'll hear it in the themes of the music and things like that. And so I think having this particular show as a dual language show just makes it completely come together, I feel.
Well, if you watched SA Live this morning at 10, you know there's a big wrestling event going on tonight and tomorrow at the Boeing Center at Tech Park. Jen Tobias Strutsky has a brand new interview for us with TNA wrestler Mike Santana. Take a look.
San Antonio, TNA Wrestling is coming back to the Alamo City for a can't-miss weekend of total non-stop action.
Now we are on to Mike Santana. Are you ready for Victory Road?
Absolutely. I'm excited, man. TNA has been doing some awesome stuff, and it's pretty cool to be a part of. And thank you guys for the time and allowing us all to, put this show out there. And yeah, we're excited.
Well, we have to ask, what initially drew you to professional wrestling, and how did you break into the industry?
So I've been into pro wrestling since I was 4 years old. The very first show I saw, I was 4. My grandparents got me into wrestling, and they would show me videotapes of stuff that they recorded while my dad was a kid and my uncle was a kid. So I grew up on a lot of those old school tapes from the 80s and early 90s. And my grandparents would take me to all the, wrestling shows at Madison Square Garden. So I pretty much grew up like a huge fan. And when I was in high school, I was about 17 and I came across a friend that I found out he was training at a wrestling school. And I asked him, where this place was, and he took me, and the rest is history, man. Like I went to the training facility. I told the trainer that I wanted to get into it, and one thing that I still appreciate to this day that he said was, all right, I'll train you, but before that I want you to bring me your diploma first and take care of school first, and after that I got you. So I got my diploma. I didn't go to graduation. I didn't go to prom. The very next day I handed my diploma to him, and there we go. The rest is history. I was 17 years old.
Wow. I'm learning too about these wrestling schools. We have quite a few here in San Antonio. Yeah. So this is a big deal. Like that's competitive too. There's a lot of people trying to get to where you are now. What would you say was the most challenging part about that journey for you?
The most challenging, just like any industry, it's 1 in a million, right? Like, not everyone gets the privilege of making it, big and doing, getting to TV and stuff like that. But for me, one of the biggest challenges was being on the road nonstop, especially in the early days, because that's the only real way to gain experience and to get your name out there. At least that's the old school way.
Yes.
That's how you pay your dues and you gain experience. You get in a car and you drive for miles.
And speaking of traveling, have you been to San Antonio before?
I have been to San Antonio before, yeah. So it's been a while, but yeah, I've definitely been to San Antonio.
Well, we have some of the best wrestling fans in the world. So what are you most excited about for the return of TNA and your San Antonio stop?
If you've been watching, TNA has been on such a upward trajectory right now, and every show that we've had in every city has been selling out, and the crowds have been coming out and they see something special and they've been getting behind the product. I feel like they have realized how much work is being put into it and how hungry we all are as a company as a whole. And it's exciting to be a part of. And like you said, San Antonio and Texas in general has some of the best wrestling fans in the world. I feel like pro wrestling has always been ingrained in the Texas culture.
Well, thank you so much for your time. And yes, we do have a lot of history with wrestling here in the Lone Star State.
This is the place to be, and no one does it better, baby! TNA Wrestling presents Victory Road and Impact. Tickets on sale now at TNAWrestling.com. Creatures, mount up!
Hey, just remember that SA Live is now in its new time slot, 10 a.m. on weekdays after GMSA at 9. However, you can always get SA Live content on demand. You can just go over to SALive.com or download the KSAT Plus app.
All right, well, now let's look at the forecast. We'll have temperatures in the upper 90s today. It'll feel like 100 plus, and then hot over the weekend too. Small rain chances Sunday and Monday, but we're not too optimistic about any sort of rain. Anything we can see be very light. So this has been saying a rough forecast going into mid-September. We'd like to see something different, but just no cold fronts yet. I'm confident they will come, but it's probably going to take until late September into early October. The way it's looking right now for that to happen.
Oh, goodness. Well, at least maybe some of those rain chances will help with some cloud cover. We'll take that.
There will be a few more clouds, and what's helping us here is that activity in the Pacific. We're going to get some high clouds from that, and maybe that helps to bring temperatures down a little bit. That's about all we can hope for at this point, and that is Sunday into Monday. So we'll see.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I know, like high school football, all the players. Just a reminder, it's going to be a hot one. It's not going to be a cool evening game, so just prepare for that as well.
Be careful. Be careful. We know those fields get a little bit hotter than even the air temperature, especially when that game gets started. Or if you're a fan and you're in the on the opposing side, typically the put the opposing side in the sun.
Yes.
Know that you may even want some sunscreen at this point.
Yes.
So, yeah, just be careful. It is going to be hot tonight. There's no two ways around it.
Yes, it will. So yeah, if you're a fan, maybe stay like under before you go up to your seat
Yes.
until it cools off a little. Thanks for joining us today. Have a good weekend.